According to the horoscope, 2024 looks to be a highly active year with lots of things happening, constant updates, and plenty of information. In Chinese astrology, it's the year of the wood dragon, suggesting a time of potential change, innovation, and various advancements in science, technology, and society. Astrologers expect important planetary movements that could have significant global effects. Notably, the United States will hold presidential elections, and our experts have conducted astrological analyses to shed light on their potential outcomes. We've also explored the predictions for 2024 of famous figures like Nostradamus and Baba Vanga, hoping their forecasts don't come true. The current energy is changing significantly, and as we approach the end of 2023, people will notice the beginning of a new cycle. This new stage brings new lessons, previously unexplored issues, and new topics for discussion. This change also affects the world of astrology, bringing a feeling of relief but also pushing us to deal with aspects of our lives that we may have ignored during the previous time. As the year changes, it brings more than just New Year's resolutions and new beginnings, it brings an important astrological event. On January 1, 2024, Mercury, the planet associated with communication and intellect, will finish its retrograde journey that began on December 13, 2023. This astrology event suggests a significant moment that could potentially lead to changes in how we think and communicate. It may result in improved clarity in our thoughts and more effective communication with others. On January 13, 2024, Mercury, the planet associated with communication and intellect, moves into the sign of Capricorn, a sign of practicality and ambition. This shift implies that, until February 5, 2024, our efforts in communication and intellect may be marked by a greater focus on practicality and a desire to achieve ambitious goals. On March 25, 2024, a lunar eclipse will take place in the sign of Libra, implying that we might find balance and think about our relationships more deeply. It could lead to significant changes in how we connect with others. On April 1, 2024, Mercury will begin its retrograde journey in Aries. Mercury retrograding in Aries brings unique influences characterized by intense energy and impulsivity. Communication becomes quick and action-oriented, but it may also lead to hasty decisions and confrontations. This transit emphasizes self-focus and a desire for rapid problem-solving. It offers opportunities for new beginnings but requires caution in communication and decision-making. On April 20, 2024, Jupiter will conjunct Uranus at 21 degrees Taurus. This conjunction represents one of the most important astrological events of the year, promising a dramatic and powerful impact on our world. The conjunction of Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus signifies a disruption of stability and conservatism. It combines the unpredictable energy of Uranus with Jupiter's drive for growth and expansion, creating a powerful and intense astrological mix. This event could bring surprising developments and radical changes in areas such as finance, technology, the environment, and social systems. Spectacular breakthroughs, innovations, and extraordinary social and political movements may occur. From April 29 to October 8, 2024, Pluto will be in retrograde motion in the sign of Capricorn. During this period, we can anticipate a time of introspection and deep transformation, particularly in matters related to power, authority, and long-term goals. Jupiter's transit through Taurus until May 25, 2024 promises a period of financial growth and material stability, during which the core values of security and comfort are in focus. It's an appropriate period for financial investment and building solid foundations. Next, from May 26, 2024, to June 9, 2025, Jupiter's transit of Gemini introduces a more agile and communicative energy. People become curious, open to new ideas, and interested in learning and expanding their horizons. Social interaction and dynamic communication will thrive during this period. From July 20th to September 4th, 2024, Mars will be in the sign of Gemini. When Mars is in Gemini, its energy becomes adaptable and versatile, although it may not exhibit strong determination or intense focus. This period encourages us to explore various interests and ideas but may require extra effort to stay committed to specific goals. Mercury retrograde in Leo, August 5th to August 29th, 2024. This period marks a time when communication and expression might encounter dramatic flair but also potential misunderstandings. Leo's fiery energy could intensify expressions of pride and creativity, urging us to speak from the heart. However, it's crucial to be mindful of not letting ego overshadow the essence of our messages. Saturn transit and retrograde in Pisces, June 30th to October 15th, 2024. Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, makes its move into the intuitive and sensitive sign of Pisces. This transit asks us to solidify our dreams and spiritual inclinations, grounding them in reality. The retrograde phase particularly emphasizes reflection on boundaries and responsibilities in our spiritual and creative lives, urging a re-evaluation of our ideals and illusions. Neptune retrograde, June 25th to December 1st, 2024. Neptune's retrograde journey invites a deep dive into our subconscious and spiritual realms. This period might reveal hidden truths and dissolve previous illusions, offering a clearer view of reality. It's an excellent time for introspection and exploring artistic endeavors that require tapping into deeper emotional and spiritual layers. Uranus retrograde in Taurus, January 24th to August 12, 2024. Uranus continues its transformative journey through Taurus, challenging our concepts of stability and material security. The retrograde period intensifies this theme, prompting reconsideration and innovation in areas related to finance, resources, and personal values. Expect unexpected shifts that could ultimately lead to more sustainable and progressive ways of living. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, October 9, 2024 to February 4, 2025. As Jupiter retrogrades in the communicative sign of Gemini, it's a period for rethinking our approach to learning, communication, and social connections. This phase encourages revisiting past ideas and conversations, offering opportunities to expand our perspectives and refine our thoughts. It's a time for growth through reflection rather than immediate expansion. Pluto's transit in Capricorn. Pluto's movement between Capricorn and Aquarius symbolizes a shift from the transformation of structures and systems, Capricorn, to the revolutionizing of societal norms and technological advancements, Aquarius. This transit highlights significant changes in power dynamics, societal structures, and collective progress, encouraging a rebirth of ideas and societal models. With the broader astrological landscape of 2024 outlined, we now turn our attention to the more personalized aspect of astrology, the horoscopes for each zodiac sign. These individual forecasts offer a closer look at how the cosmic events of 2024 will uniquely influence each sign, providing tailored insights and guidance. As you delve into the horoscopes for your sign, remember that these are more than just predictions, they are reflections of the dynamic interplay between the stars and our own lives. Whether you're seeking direction, inspiration, or a deeper understanding of the year ahead, these zodiac horoscopes are here to offer clarity and perspective. Let's embark on this journey through the zodiac and uncover what 2024 has in store for each sign. For Aries, the key takeaway for the year ahead is a fresh start. This renewal is primarily an internal journey, requiring self-reliance for much of it. While external support may be limited, obstacles will be few, which is a positive aspect. During 2024, you might relocate or embark on a new chapter in your life, as the possibilities are wide open. While the global energies suggest various endings, both favorable and less so, your outlook is optimistic and brimming with potential. You have the opportunity to enhance your life and the lives of your loved ones. It's advisable to seize every chance that comes your way. For Taurus, 2024 will be quite unlike last year. Where you were single-minded and took the initiative last year, your keywords for the next year are cooperation and diplomacy. You must be willing to sacrifice much of your time to attend to business matters. This will ensure your chances of getting your fair and proper share of the benefits. You must also be flexible in your personal dealings. Forcing issues will not work for you, so save your strength. January is a month for expression for you. You can communicate with others about your beliefs and anything else that matters to you. February is a time to build a firm foundation for the remainder of the year. A little hard work may be involved, but I suggest you take it on with a good attitude. March brings changes and surprises. Don't try to guess because you probably won't realize what's happened until it is history. In April, family matters will likely be at the forefront. Being patient in May and June will bring material rewards. July and August are months of transition, and September spotlights getting along with others. The last 3 months of 2024 call for communication, hard work and change, in that order. Others have told you what to do and when to do it long enough. 2024 belongs to Gemini. Obligations are still there and must be attended to, but taking care of yourself will be your principal concern. Try not to let the way other people view life dull the color of your world. It would be best if you considered all the free advice from good-intentioned friends and family, but ultimately, you must listen to your inner voice. This is an extremely inspirational and creative period for you, a time when your dreams can very well come true. January will present a bit of a struggle for you in some areas, but by February, you will see why things happened the way they did. March is a month for taking care of family and those who are like family to you. Relationships of all kinds are highlighted. Find some time to be alone to explore the mysteries of life in April. In May, there is the probability that you will have extra money, but in all likelihood, an unexpected expense will present itself. June and July are months of completion along and the idea of a new endeavor. August and September can bring illumination and new inspiration if you are open and receptive. The last 3 months of 2024 call for practicality, mobility and relationship issues. You are drawing the blueprints for your future. You may be asked to handle legal matters, property, and things of that sort. Handle these things as they come promptly and efficiently. 2024 is a year in which you must pay attention to your family life and your reputation for dependability in your business affiliations. Certain people who sold you short in the past will likely realize that you are a person of insight and knowledge. You will stand to gain a more rewarding kinship with family as well as business associates. This comes from careful planning in the past for their security. You will be the leader in January in some aspect of your life. February has some relationship issues for you to deal with, and in March, you must remember to be patient and tolerant of others. April, May, and June give you the opportunity to wield your power to gain material gain and a new sense of independence. In July, August and September, you will look at old things in a new way with a new sense of harmony. This comes only if you have accomplished your personal and occupational obligations. The last 3 months of 2024 allow you to be free from some of life's routines while still fulfilling your duties. You will need to be alone as this year ends. Starting in 2024, Leo is entering a period where change is necessary to progress. There will be new experiences, new friends and associates, maybe even a new job. The opportunities are there for you if your eyes and ears open. Travel opportunities will add to your sense of adventure and excitement. Take advantage of this newfound freedom to improve your life in new ways. This does not mean that you dismantle what you have already accomplished. It just means adding more passion to your endeavors with a new mental attitude. In January, you must put extra effort into being more understanding and keeping jealousy at bay. By this, I mean to keep your nose out of other people's business. In February, you search for truth regarding the spiritual part of your mind. March forces you to deal with abundance in the material plane. Guard against being power-hungry, for this will make your life more complicated. April will bring fulfillment and material success if you have helped others. You'll get the opposite if you are selfish. You may find yourself in a leading role in May, and in June, you will likely be successful in dealings with women if you treat them with respect. July, August, September and October will be successful as long as you work hard and build a sturdy foundation. Slow down a little in November, and remember that pomposity will not be tolerated in December. According to the 2024 horoscope, business and domestic issues are at the forefront for Virgin in 2024. Service is how you attain satisfactory results in everything you do. Whether or not you are a family-loving homebody makes no difference. You will be forced to play the part. Your reward will not come this year unless you meet obligations that will surely surface in work and play. In family situations, you must be truthful and just or risk separation and antagonism. Be especially mindful of the children and their emotions. For you teach them by example. Guard your health and be willing to give a little attention to a loved one whose health isn't what it should be. Keep a kind and helpful disposition when you are communicating with others. Philosophy will be your interest in January. You wonder why things have to happen the way they do in the world. With February comes obstacles, and money is involved. Your family or close friends may ask that you donate more than you can afford to a worthy cause. Think about it for a while before you write the check. Trust me on this one, for it could all be for show. March is the time to stop running into the same brick wall and go another route. You cannot control the behavior of others. Don't you know that by now? In April, May and June you should think about where you are in life and make the necessary changes to be your person if you don't like it. You may be forced to go away for a while. July, August, and September are the times to plan your strategy for the next few months, set new boundaries, and follow through. The last 3 months of 2024 should leave you with a better understanding of life, humility, and acceptance of what it is. You can finally hand over the reins and allow someone else to handle a few of the duties that you have shouldered. It's recessed for you at long last. 2024 is a wonderful time to do nothing if your bank balance will allow it. Embrace this time and use it to communicate with your inner God. There will also be times that you look at the work you have chosen in this life path and wonder if you can handle it. Those moments will pass as quickly as they came. You will be living on a higher plane in your thoughts and deeds. You are in a period of learning about the deeper purpose of your life. Friends may feel that you are pulling away from them, and maybe you are. Sometimes we reach an intersection in life, and our interests change. This is one of those times for you. January will force you to take care of business. It is up to you to decide what you will do in this area of your life, so pay no attention to objections by those around you. Only you know what is in your heart. In February, you will be called upon to be a humanitarian. In serving others, you will serve yourself. March is a time for starting anew in some areas, which could be career-related. April, May and June allow you to see old things and relationships in a new light and to rekindle an association that can bring new structure into your world. The July, August and September period calls for change, responsibility and patience, in that order. The rest of the year is a repeat of January, February and March, with more authority on your part. 2024 will be a year to invest in business and pursue financial endeavors. It could be a big money year for Scorpio. Although chances may be plentiful for business dealings and success in these ventures, be aware that much money may also leave your possession. You are in your harvest year and will reap what you have sown for the past 7 years. Be on the lookout for opportunities that can bring prosperity throughout the year. 2024 can be a good period for buying and selling anything, including real estate. Don't hesitate to seek the counsel of an expert before making a final decision affecting your pocketbook. Family members may need your attention. Help them by teaching them new ways to help themselves. January is the time to end all unnecessary ties with those in your life who are making you uncomfortable. February marks a time for new beginnings mentally, physically, and emotionally. March brings with it a personal revelation and a new understanding of the spiritual part of you. You should mingle more with your business buddies in April, May and June to know them better. During the third quarter of 2024, you will have the chance to strengthen relationships by understanding people for what they are. The last 3 months of the year will give you the opportunity to end things that need ending, start new projects, and balance out your life. A conversion from old to new is accentuated in 2024. For some, the transformation is more drastic than others. Some Sagittarius natives will relocate to another area, perhaps even another city. Most likely, most of you will spruce up the dwelling you are occupying now. A few changes can make such a big difference in your living conditions you will wonder why you didn't do something sooner. One change leads to another, so don't be surprised if you do more than you started out to do. Take advantage of the opportunities to change many other aspects of your life, including business. You will have the chance to travel more if that is what you want. There could also be an exciting new romance available to you. You may be tempted to fall head over heels for someone, but take my advice and force yourself to slow down, for romances started in a number 5 personal year are not always permanent. Give yourself time to learn about the surprises that always come as you learn more about people. If either of you is married to someone else, you must guard against becoming caught up in something that can complicate your life for years to come. Your patience will be tested in 2024. You will need to be alone occasionally to ponder your life path. Where have you been? Where are you going? Think about what has happened in the past 6 years. If you are content with your life, then carry on as before. If you could have done better, it is not too late to make changes that align you more with your goal. Don't fret about the things you can't control. You can discover the secret to being alone without loneliness by listening to your inner guidance. Your thoughts are very influential to your path in life. Pay attention to your thoughts all day long and weed out the negative. The horoscope indicates that 2024 is not a year that is particularly apt to bring material gains or losses. It is a year for looking within you, and trying to understand your spiritual life better. Have faith that you are where you need to be. Your keyword this year is patience. 2024 will be a year for tweaking the strings to bring a better sense of harmony in your life. Examine your assets as well as your liabilities. Settle up with people you are indebted to and collect from those who owe you money, favors or time. This year is excellent for marriage and, unfortunately, divorce. Pay extra attention to your homework and the needs of loved ones, and don't take anything for granted. Nurture the loved ones in your immediate circle and pay homage to the ones who made it possible for you to be where you are. You were totally dependent on your parents and grandparents at one time. If you give a fraction of the devotion given to you, then all will be as it should be in your world. 2024 is a wonderful year to pay attention to the philosophical side of life. Ponder on your life's direction and know that it is perfectly all right to be idle as long as your finances allow. This is not a good time to start a new business, and it is certainly not a year to take chances. You will benefit by spending a good deal of your time alone. This is a good year for spiritual aspects, but not necessarily a time to focus on generating more revenue. As we reach the end of our astrological journey through the Zodiac Horoscopes for 2024, it's important to pause and reflect on the insights and guidance we've encountered. Each sign's horoscope has provided a unique lens through which to view the coming year, offering tailored advice and predictions that resonate with the specific energies and challenges of each zodiac. This exploration has not only revealed the individual paths that lie ahead for each sign but also underscored the interconnectedness of our experiences under the vast celestial canopy. Whether it was the transformative energy of Pluto's transit or the introspective phases of Mercury's retrograde, the cosmic movements of 2024 are set to touch each of our lives in profound ways. Remember, astrology serves as a mirror to our inner worlds and a map to our external journey. It does not dictate our fate but rather illuminates the possibilities and potentials that lie within and around us. As you move forward into 2024, carry with you the wisdom and insights gained from the stars. Let them be your guide in navigating the complexities of life, helping you to make informed choices and embrace the opportunities for growth and fulfillment. In closing, we wish you a year filled with the richness of discovery, the courage to face challenges, and the joy of personal growth. May the stars guide you, the planets inspire you, and the universe align in your favor as you embark on your journey through 2024. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let us know if this video resonates with you.